Victor, I have coffee brewing if you...
Here, all seeking is over. The lost has been found. A mate has come to share the chills of winter. I don't think so. No, that's not it either. Yeah, coffee would be great.
I hate to interrupt, but, what are you doing?
Mary and I have decided to personalize our wedding vows.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Well, it will be if I can find something to say in all these books. I know it may be hard to believe, but I'm suddenly totally tongue-tied. The wedding is right around the corner. I haven't the foggiest notion what to say to my bride.
Oh, we don't have time for coffee. I don't want to be late for Mary's fitting at Wyndham's.
What's the rush?
The fireworks. I may have pulled off the biggest direct hit on Joe and Karen since we started this thing.
Better than setting Joe up with a hooker.
How about Mary finding out from Karen about Joe's solicitation arrest?
My mom must have flipped out, her baby boy with the prostitute.
Mary was floored, and Joe was furious that Karen told her. But did your hero stop there? No, I did not. Since you're always complaining about me nailing Chris Ramsey, I found the perfect way to do it.
Didn't we decide hiring an assassin was out?
I'm the assassin, Frank. I came across something that's going to turn Chris's best friend against him. Forever.
Don't worry, Eve. Taken care of. Secret, safe with me.
Patient has given birth.
And what's the secret, Courtney?
I'm keeping this one to myself until I'm good and ready to use it. But I'll tell you this much. When Eve finds out Chris is spreading this around town, Chris Ramsey will lose the only friend he's ever had.
Karen! Hey, I'm just heading over to Wyndham's for that bridesmaids fitting thing. You want to hitch a ride with me?
No, I'll go over later.
Well, I've tried to remain clueless about this whole wedding thing, believe me. But isn't it tradition for all the bridesmaids to have the fitting at the same time?
Actually, I'm not sure I'm gonna be a bridesmaid.
You're bailing on Victor and Mary's wedding?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Oh, Karen. You know, if this is about that stripper thing at Mary's shower the other day, your past is your past, and Mary's just gonna have to get over it. Now, no offense or anything, but the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law aren't exactly supposed to get along, you know? It's tradition.
Actually, Mary isn't gonna be my mother-in-law anymore. Joe and we broke off our engagement.
That's impossible.
Yeah, I thought so too, but, well, anyway, Joe did some things, and I can't trust him anymore, and so...
What things? What did he do?
I'd rather not go into the details right now.
Okay. Enough said. Enough said, but I definitely understand why you don't want to be in Mary's wedding.
Yeah, there's no winning. If Joe and I are in the wedding party together, it's gonna be a nightmare. But if I bail out at the last minute, Mary's gonna think I'm a loser.
Okay. Since it's Mary's day, let's just put the issue of yours and Joe's comfort aside for a minute. What does Mary want to do?
I don't know. I didn't want to have another confrontation with her.
Well, it doesn't have to be a confrontation. Just, you know, I think that she should be the one to decide, don't you?
Yeah, you know, you're right. That's gonna be a really fun little talk.
What, you got something?
I don't think this is what you're looking for.
No. Let's hear it.
If you insist, it's an ancient Chinese vow. You and I have so much love it burns like a fire, in which we bake a lump of clay molded into a figure of you and a figure of me.
I like the metaphor. And I know something of Chinese customs. Mary and I Mary and I could be presented with twin Chinese wedding goblets, tied together with a red ribbon, red being the color of courage.
But isn't this a Catholic ceremony?
Yes?
With Chinese wedding goblets? Let's hope it's a liberal parish.
Well, I think the priest would be agreeable. He seemed like a reasonable man.
Great. So you like the Chinese vow?
Will we be hungry an hour later?
Victor, I could be more help if you would just tell me what you have in mind.
Well, Monk, if I could do that, I could write the vows myself. I mean, it's a clear case of knowing what I want once I see it. Listen to this. In Bengal, the betrothed are tied to mango trees. They marry the trees as well as each other.
So that the marriage is rooted in something solid and living. I think that's wonderful. Oh, we'll have a hell of a time trying to find a mango tree in upstate New York. Are you allowed to use a substitute tree?
Apparently not. Apparently, the mango is the only kind of tree you can actually marry.
Victor, I can't help but notice the trouble you're having making up your mind. Is there something else going on?
Of course not. I promised Mary a perfect wedding, and that's exactly what she's going to get. I'm just short a vow or two. Everything's got to be perfect.
Okay, I just need to grab a few more pens, Mary. Oh, good, good. Look who's here. The bride is a vision in her dress.
I want to see Grandma.
Oh, no, no. The men don't get to see the bride in her dress until the wedding day.
Why not?
The moment when the bride appears at the back of the church. It's magical. And if you see her before, then it won't be as special. Okay? Now, I'm going to grab your tuxes.
Okay.
Not seeing the bride's dress is a tradition, and if there's one thing your grandmother loves, that is tradition.
All right, here's Daddy's. There you go. Here's Son's. All right, let's get this. All right. Oh, check out how good you two look, huh? Oh, just grab your ties, okay?
Does mine match Joe's?
Well, I wouldn't have it any other way. Daddies and sons should always match at weddings.
Okay, listen to me. I like to call these moments kamikaze runs. You may go down in flames, but at least the mission was honorable. Just explain to Mary how you feel.
Okay, here we go. There you go.
Thanks.
Mary is going to flip when she sees how gorgeous her boys are.
Hi. Oh, look at my two handsome devils.
Let's strike a pose.
Oh, I love that. Look at you.
Karen, you need help?
Hi, everybody.
Oh. Karen!
Karen. Hey. Hi.
What's up? Hi, Mary. Long time no see.
Yeah, I've been working a lot, so.
How are you?
I'm okay. Joe, would you mind taking Neil next door to try on his pants? I need to help Eve and Karen with their dresses.
Come on, Neil.
Cool.
Listen, why do you say we check out the sporting goods on the way?
Cool.
Okay.
See you, Karen.
Okay.
Catch you later.
See ya.
The color of this dress is fabulous for you, Eve. It really is going to bring out your eyes, and gosh, your hair's already perfect, so I wouldn't recommend a fancy do or anything.
My, you sure are full of compliments today, aren't you?
Well, you know what? I can't help it. You're going to be a knockout. Come on.
Mary, I know this is kind of late notice, but I wanted to ask you if you would be more comfortable if maybe I wasn't in the wedding party.
Well, I have to admit I've been considering that. Oh, this is difficult. But under the circumstances, I feel it would be best.
Okay.
But I appreciate you coming forward like this. It's very considerate. And I'm sorry that your relationship with Joe ended so badly. But I have to say, if you don't believe him when it comes to this awful business with that call girl, I do.
Well, Mary, it was a lot more than just the call girl.
You know,
okay?
I haven't heard all the details, and I really don't want to. Fact of the matter is, I have no doubt in my mind that I raised a decent, honest man. And in my opinion, he deserves the benefit of the doubt in any situation. Tragedy here is that the woman he wanted to spend the rest of his life with doesn't feel the same.
I'll grab your shoes, Eve.
Karen, Eve's trying on her dress. Are you ready for yours?
Oh, Courtney. Karen's dropped out of the ceremony. She won't be needing that.
All right, how about this? When we love, we bring out the most beautiful parts of the other person.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Monk. That is the most hackneyed, soporific, stupid little platitude I've ever heard. We're looking for wedding vows, not greeting cards.
Well, then you might as well stop looking for the perfect vow in a book because you're never going to find it.
Well, I've got to, because I'm practically halfway down the aisle.
Victor, something else is going on.
What are you trying to say?
Only that your reaction to the idea that loving someone can bring out the best in them was just a little bit strong.
Of course I reacted. In a Christmas card, greeting card world, of course we bring out beautiful things in our partner, but in the real world, it doesn't always work out like that.
Is that what you're worried about, that loving Mary won't bring out the best in her? Or that being married to her might bring out the worst in you?
Well, there's plenty of worse to bring out, isn't there? My marriage to your mother made that very clear. Monk, what if I'm not capable of loving Mary the way she deserves to be loved?
Oh, Victor, that's nonsense. You know how to love. Look at your relationship with Maeve.
But you're my child. It's a completely different dynamic. We're talking about loving a wife.
No, we're talking about love a priori.
Meaning?
Meaning the capacity to love in the first place.
Or the incapacity?
Victor, I've seen you with Mary. I've watched you. You're reborn. That is love in its deepest sense.
Monk, in my life, I've been blessed with moments of great joy, almost all of them recent. But you and I both know that there were a lot of years of darkness. And you remember how I was when you found me, that wretched disease of mine?
But we have your porphyria under control.
If I relapse? And what about my mistakes and the disastrous marriage? How can I promise Mary any future?
How can you promise Mary a future? Because you're not the same man that you were. Not when it comes to your disease, and not when it comes to marriage.
How can you be sure?
Because I've seen the evidence. I have tremendous faith in you, Victor. I see a future for you and Mary in which you share a love that is the envy of everyone around you. You're not capable of anything less than that. And neither is Mary.
Oh, hi. Well, how was the sporting goods section?
Joe got me a pair of cleats.
Oh, great.
So, listen, why don't you go find your mother, say goodbye so we can get out of here.
Okay.
All right.
Joe, you are doing so well with him.
Yeah, well, if all my relationships went as well as the one with Neil, I'd be a pretty lucky guy.
Oh, Joseph.
Look, Mom, listen to me. I don't want one moment of your wedding being about me or my problems, all right? You are happier than I've ever seen you, and I could not be happier for you.
You are so sweet. Can you believe I've fallen in love so completely?
It's amazing.
Yeah, but what's amazing is that I never realized sharing your life with someone could be so wonderful.
Because life with Dad was pretty hard.
Well, all marriages are hard sometimes. I try to remember the good things, and boy, is that easy to do when I look at my two sons. You know, I never even saw Victor coming, and I am so glad he did.
How did you know, that Victor was the right one?
It's just something you know. And that's what I want for you.
What did I say?
No, I know what you said, but it's a mother's prerogative to feel her son's disappointments. And despite my misgivings, I know you expected a future with Karen.
Hey, is this the line for the bridesmaids' fittings? I hope they have a dress in my size.
Don't look at me. I'm just waiting for a ride.
All right, okay. Who's next?
Well, I'm a 40 long, and don't worry about the shoes. I've already got a nice pair of high tops already.
Oh, no, not on your life, mister. Gee.
Well, Neil and I are going to go home and try out his new cleats.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, I'll see you two at home.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm ready to go, Karen. So let me just kind of fix this dress here, and I'll be right there.
All right, Frank, you're my last victim. I'll grab your tux.
Oh, Courtney, I have my Pricana meeting with the priest, and Victor had his yesterday. But before I go, you know, now that Karen dropped off, the count of the men and women in the bridal party is off. I know you have your hands full, but would you please take Karen's place in the procession?
Mary, yes, of course, whatever I can do to help. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I would be honored.
Oh, and I'd be so grateful. Well, I'm off to the priest. And thank you, Courtney.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye, dear.
You're not going to be in the wedding?
No.
Courtney, thanks for all your help. You certainly have a knack for everything you're doing. Karen, are you ready to go?
Whoa, slow down, Speedy. Where are you going?
Joe's gonna pitch to me outside.
Okay.
You got back from Wyndham's pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, Frank was last and easy to fit. Joe, as much as I hate the reason you moved back, I'm really happy for Neil. He loves having you here.
I like being around him as well.
I bet it was hard to see Karen at the fitting today.
Well, you know what? We work together, so we might as well get used to it. But it is nothing compared to what being in that wedding processional is going to feel like.
Well, didn't Karen tell you?
Tell me what?
She backed out of the wedding. She was very nice and considerate about it. Your mother asked me to take her place, so, I guess we'll be walking down the aisle together.
Was that not the worst time you have ever had at Wyndham's? Courtney, what's up with that girl?
I know. I mean, I was prepared to back out of the wedding party, and I should have expected Mary to let me go without hesitation. But Courtney, taking my place, is it me, or is this nightmare just getting worse and worse and worse?
Hi. My name is Frank Scanlon from the Don't Worry, Be Happy chapter of Depression Anonymous. And we got a call that there might be a miserable young doctor here who needed a half-gallon of ice cream stat.
You know what? What is it with men and ice cream? When I was recuperating, Kevin brought me double brownie fudge chunk.
Great minds think alike.
Or something like that. Karen, I gotta go. Make a phone call. See ya.
Okay. So I thought that we agreed the old ways of dealing with depression, i.e. eating yourself silly, don't work anymore.
Well, this is just a temporary fix until we can come up with a better way. Come on, let's dig in.
Oh, twist my arm.
Okay.
Monk! Listen to this. I waited so long for you that I had begun to believe there was no such thing as true love. Finally, after so many losses and so many sorrows, you were given to me like a miracle. Like a single elegant star in the darkest of nights.
That's beautiful. Could have written it yourself.
I could have, couldn't I? That's it. That's it. Now we can get married. We can get married.
Mary?
Victor, stop whatever you're doing and return the tuxedo. The wedding is off.
Tonight, as Greg is about to leave on a trip, Dharma has a frightening dream that his plane will crash. The second to last all-new Dharma and Greg of the season. Then special guest Bare Naked Ladies on an all-new Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place. ABC tonight.